What's going on, guys? This is a save session. The sessions you always want to save. I'm your host, TJ.
And this is BJ.
But
we got a guest today, baby!
Now introduce yourself, man. Who are you?
Alright, my name is Sean Terpstra. I am friends with these two lovable
AKA Adult Yeti, if y'all ever want to add him on the game. He plays specifically Xbox. Code Vein 2. Just saying.
And we're here to give a little bit of a spicier take. Things that have been really grinding our gears lately. And Sean, Bruce, who wants to go first?
Okay. I would say the first thing that's been bothering me about the gaming industry would be prices.
Prices. They have gotten very insane these days.
Yeah, they really have. Goddamn $70 practically now.
You know who's really to blame for it?
Oh yeah.
Well, one of them being the major ones, Microsoft right now.
Yeah.
Microsoft is being the big proprietor because mainly what they're doing is they're very much pushing AI, which AI is not a bad thing in and of itself. It can be a very good tool. The problem is how companies are using them and how people are using them to replace creativity. That's kind of where the problem is coming from.
Yeah, that's why I kind of I went to college for graphic design. So as I got my degree, AI became more and more of a thing. So I was like, I'm switching. I'm changing course.
No, you saw where things were heading, and you were like, no.
I know.
Unlike the dude from the Titanic, unlike the captain from the Titanic, you saw the iceberg, you're like, nope, getting out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, hard right.
Preventing a natural disaster. Nope, I'm not doing it.
I will say AI, it probably wouldn't take over graphic design people in in the quickest future, but down the long run, say you're trying to retire. Can you really guarantee even if there is, it's going to be a very small pool of people in charge. So, which makes the competition even more. So
it's kind of like the medical. It's gonna not to compare it at all to the medical field, but it is absolutely gonna be as difficult as getting into Harvard or getting into the medical field itself.
Exactly. So even though human creativity will always be a thing, because you can't get rid of human creativity. If you do, then we've seen all the movies. We've seen everything.
I mean,
it's not gonna end well.
I take.
Spit it out, boy.
Spit it.
Just get the clinkers a job real quick. I'm just saying. It's not going to hurt nobody. Fully, but at the same time, depending on what they're doing. Respectfully, as a maintenance man, I feel like AI is going to eventually turn into robots taking my job. Absolutely. Because a robot can effectively clean a corner a lot better than a human, especially if they have a twig arm and they can just go
Or better yet, they're just going to get Roombas. Roombas all over.
I've had a Roomba. They are not as good as you think they are.
What is a Roomba? Is that circular vacuum?
Oh yeah, that's that vacuum that just walks across your carpet or your floor.
My parents had two of them, one for upstairs, one for downstairs, and they just
You would think a cat would really like those things.
Yeah, you would think my cat hated it.
I don't have a cat, but mine's allergic. So.
The cat I used to live with, I know he hated it. He would always run away from it. He would always be away from it. But he always tried to get him to ride it. Oh no, he didn't. He wasn't going for it.
I think it's only a certain amount of cats that when they really get used to it, they're like,
No, it's like a little, yes, my minion, carry me.
And plus the cat's gotta be really, really bored.
Really that bored? Depressional bored?
Probably. Depressional bored sounds about right.
I mean, they can. But back to the whole AI thing. AI can be useful because I know in the medical field, I think if I read the article right, they actually have this AI examination tool that can actually early detect cancer in some areas, which is highly useful because the earlier you fight cancer, the better your chances are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how companies are pushing them right now, there's not a lot of regulation for them. Just like Microsoft, they spend $80 billion into AI.
What was that one company that decided to sell more RAM or whatever?
You're talking of NVIDIA.
Yeah.
NVIDIA,
I heard about that.
That was the I think the GPU, if my memory serves me, because there's two computer companies. One was for NVIDIA, and like I said, the RAM. And then the other one is RAM, one's GPU. And because those both spiked up, the standard console's already at like $100 to $200 more.
Yeah.
So not only that, Microsoft is one of the biggest proprietors in gaming at the moment, and so is NVIDIA, mainly because when you have that much AI, you need a lot of RAM, you need a lot of GPU, you need a lot of computer stuff for that.
Yeah.
But because they're buying out most of it, and it's getting harder and harder to produce in general, mainly because everything is computerized now, cars, everything.
Yeah.
You can hack it.
Computerized cars, that's another debate.
Dude, y'all remember the Kia boys? Like,
It's not, that's a whole different episode.
That's a different
That's
debate
gonna be a whole
entirely.
different episode.
But because they're doing all that, it's just bumping up the prices even more of something that it seems like not a lot of people are gonna want, or a lot of people are even pushing for. Microsoft is pushing it because they see their bottom line, and they see it going up and up and up.
Yeah.
They should just stick to technology and making computers, because they clearly lost the console war like 2 years ago, dude. And everyone knows it.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Sean, but what I'm about to say might be offensive.
Not really to me.
But
Let 'em have it.
Xbox gamers
oh boy.
don't know ball. I'm sorry. PlayStation gamers, they don't know ball neither, but at least y'all got games. Y'all still don't know ball.
It's always my hot take, my hot opinion that PlayStation, there's always that meme that PlayStation doesn't have games now. They do, it's mainly just their hard-hitting titles.
They're story-driven.
Story-driven. I mean, if that's your cup of tea, like, I like story-driven games, but at the same, like God of War, like Spider-Man, I love those games.
Yeah, but that's why I just said PlayStation also don't know ball, because like just having story games is cool, but what if you want a game? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that is a game. It's
gritty. A storytelling game is told
Bloodborne.
differently. That's a Souls game. That's not a game. That's
that is a game.
Souls-like games are very like masochistic.
That's what we said in the first episode.
Maybe, but as someone, like, I went into Bloodborne, and that was the first Souls game I ever beat, and the first time I ever beat it, it was just like,
he's chafing.
Hey. Now, the first time I beat it, it took me a year to beat the game, and then I got the bad ending. I've already explained that, and then I went through the game again, and the whole thing about it, it's the process that you kind of fall in love with like, okay, well, I remember everything from before, so it shouldn't be that hard again to go through it again and again and again. Now I can blitz through that game in 5 hours, including the DLC bosses.
Yeah.
In
I
fact,
can vouch.
well,
I've seen it happen.
yeah, he saw me. He was on a share. I'm like, hey, you want to see me beat my favorite boss, Ludwig the Accursed? I'm like, okay, let's go and fight. Choom, 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 choom. And then he gets up to his big form, where with his Holy Moon Knight sword, I go boom, boom, whoop, and then he dies. I'm like, good fight, bud. I'm like, I wonder if that was less than 10 seconds. I'm trying to get under 10 seconds. And Bruce is just sitting there, like, jaw agape, like, did you do that? We had trouble ourselves doing that. I'm like, yeah, I'm just cool now. I can just do that. But that's the thing. That's what you love about Souls games. It's the same bar for everyone. So once you actually find that bar and you are getting good at it, then it becomes one of the best experiences you could ever have with gaming. That's why I say it's a game. You have the opening cutscene, then the game says, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. And you just go. Yeah. And that's what a lot of games should be doing, is just like, it opens up, it's like, ready, set, go. Story games are a different story. See what it...
But my argument to that was, that's one.
One?
That's one game.
Yeah.
Versus Spider-Man, God of War, Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank is like that too.
For PlayStation, I don't remember. Jesus Christ, that's bad. What other game?
Horizon Zero Dawn series?
That's a story.
Yes.
Exactly. That's 4. It's proving my point.
I don't even play that, and I know it.
Well, that's because it's on. They made a Lego version of it, and I'm pretty sure that's on everything.
Wait, they made a Lego?
Yeah, they made a Lego version. Another thing to add to the pile. Why did it need a Lego game?
Oh man.
So
Shout out to you. Star Wars. Lego
Until
Star Wars
Dawn
games.
as well. Oh, Lego Star Wars is good.
Until Dawn, I was not a big fan of that one, actually.
That butterfly effect was actually really cool. But
I mean, that's kind of the same as like that Detroit Become Human.
Oh, in my opinion, those types of games, and you know all those other ones that came out like years later, like 5 years later. Oh, it's something takes place in Egypt, and there's sci-fi alien or whatever shit that's along with it. Those are Telltale, in my opinion. Those are some of the Telltale games.
Yeah.
If you like those games, nothing wrong with it.
I'm not gonna hold you though. Put on a Telltale game while you just in your house cleaning and you don't know what's happening, and you come back and see some outlandish stuff, and you're just like, okay.
I mean, it still requires. It still requires some things to happen. Like the game won't continue unless you push certain prompts to give like certain reactions.
That's valid.
Let's get back on the AI before we forget.
No, because I was about to say the difference though, because like PC obviously has access to every type of game, right?
Or Kiwi.
The PlayStation comparisons, where those are all more story-based driven games, right? If you look at Xbox, we have Halo. That's a game. Who cares? He didn't even know it had a story until recently.
That's not what I said.
Might as well have been.
Not really. I said I didn't care about the story. Is what I
He
said.
didn't care about the story. Gears of War, you have a chainsaw on your gun, and you can just.
In God of War, you can throw your axe. It comes back to you like Thor's hammer.
But most people cared about the story and the gameplay, not just the gameplay. Because if that was the
the
case,
gameplay
God of War 2 would have been good.
God of War. God of War 2 is good.
Hot take.
God of War Ragnarok is
It would
good.
have finished good. It would have finished good.
I actually bought the game and finished the DLC.
Congratulations. A little too late, but that's okay.
hey, I didn't have a PlayStation, sir.
Good job, man. Good job. I'm proud.
But I thought Ragnarok was really good because the thing is, the gameplay still holds up and is some of the best gameplay. Hey, just like with Valhalla, it showed you there's a lot more nuances to that gameplay than anyone truly realizes.
Yeah, I just think the next one's not going to be Kratos. It's going to be Atreus.
Yeah, it might be Atreus.
Because let's be honest, they don't want God of War to hit what Halo has done. You use the same person too long, or at some point you're going to take one wrong turn, one wrong decision,
Halo 5.
And then you become DMC.
fissures all the way to rock bottom. Like Halo Infinite story. Or at least the new Halo Infinite gameplay wasn't bad. I didn't have any complaints.
Oh yeah, the gameplay was pretty solid.
The story nuance. You bring in Aatrox, the guy that was the paint.
Able to beat the Chief, first of all.
Second of all, Covenant couldn't even get close to him. Not even close. And all of a sudden, he gets killed off, and if you beat him the hardest difficulty, at the very end, after credit MCU bullshit, where it's like, he's alive without the fucking face paint.
Yeah, he's apparently an AI too.
And it's like,
Hey,
which was weird.
Microsoft, they predicted it. They predicted the takeover.
And then the Halo before that, where it's like,
We don't talk about that one.
where Cortana was supposed to be the big bad, and all of a sudden she decides to kill herself.
Yeah, you might as well call Halo 5 Halo Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. I'm sorry, that was bad. I'm sorry, that was bad.
What movie was that from?
That was Encanto.
I was like, I feel like that was on the top of my.
It was good. A little generic, but it was good.
It's close to home.
Thank you. Now that's more Coco for me. But anyway, back to what we were saying about just Microsoft AI. That's kind of like where the debate fully started.
Yeah.
Because we kind of had this kind of a little console war there ourselves.
Yeah.
And I didn't even bring up one of my biggest rips, Nintendo. But as much as I like Nintendo games, Nintendo as a company, you always have to look and say, what are you doing?
And the biggest, what's it called? I don't know why I said that twice like that, but the most notorious thing is how they're handling Pokemon. So one. And then like the second one is just honestly just their business practices in general.
Their business practices have always been kind of bad in my opinion. Just like when YouTube first came out, what they did is they had like a Nintendo partnership program that was almost kind of like Machinima, if you remember that.
Dude, rest in peace to the GOAT. Mm-hmm. I mean, they probably still make stuff.
Machinima? No, Machinima was terrible, dude.
Machinima was awesome.
Machinima was terrible to content creators. Like basically, they took huge cuts of their money for basically just allowing them to gain profits on the platform.
No.
And then I think the company shut down. They stole like millions and millions of dollars.
Hey, it's not theft if it's not yours, right?
Not really, but anyway. But basically, what they did.
Really illegal.
Yeah, but basically, Nintendo, what they did, they had their own partnership program where anything you did had to be approved by Nintendo, had to be sent into Nintendo, approved by Nintendo, sent back to you, then you could upload it.
This is why you get patents.
Mm-hmm. Now, finally, they stopped it. But even then, one of my favorite developers, Masahiro Sakurai, hey, he made Smash Bros. And Kirby. I love Smash Bros. I love Kirby. Do you know why there wasn't another Subspace Emissary after Smash Brawl? Because YouTube was still a relatively new thing. And again, like we were saying with new things and new trends going on, there isn't a whole lot of regulation when it first comes out.
Yeah.
So companies are just trying to protect their IPs as much as they want, which is fair, but also they have a tendency to abuse their power. But in this one, it wasn't him abusing his power. It was more just he made a really dumb decision where the reason there wasn't another Subspace Emissary is because people were uploading the cutscenes onto YouTube. And in his mind, in his brain, he thought cutscenes are basically the reward for playing the game. So basically what you should do is you should buy the game, and then you're rewarded with the cutscene, with the story. Which on some level, I guess I get that. But then again, not everyone has the money for that, not everyone has time for that, and some people just want to see the crazy thing. And heck, maybe you might see the crazy thing, like, I kind of want to see what this is about myself, and then you go and buy it. Or not, you could be like, that was an awesome time. Sure, I didn't play it, but it was an awesome time. They had so many practices like that. Yeah. And eventually, I think, 2014, 15? I could be completely wrong on that, but they stopped that. Which was cool, but they still started doing very unsavory DMCA takedowns. Like Angry Joe, shout out to Angry Joe. He likes Nintendo games just like me, but he kept getting copyright struck for all these different Nintendo products that he was trying to say. He even agreed that Breath of the Wild was Game of the Year despite putting out a review, in that review getting copyright struck. Because he was doing nothing but saying positive things, but because he wasn't part of Nintendo's partnership program, they were just coming after him. Nintendo of America were cool with him. It's Nintendo of Japan, the main in Japan one, that sometimes isn't that great. But also it can be great because Satoru Iwata, when the Wii U failed, he cut his pay in half to make sure his employees still got paid because he said he blames himself for the Wii U's failure.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of nuance to that, but now where they're ending up now is like the biggest one. I think Nintendo raising prices, I don't think that's a greedy of them because that's just a standard now.
Yeah.
That's just...
Unfortunately, it is the standard for...
Unfortunate, and they're just following the trend. They could be happy-lucky and not care about money or care about money at all, but that's not real life.
Yeah.
And then there's all the politics with the tariffs and everything being poured over from Japan, getting a huge tax.
I mean,
there's
but they did all the price increases before all that shit, though.
No, not really. Because Nintendo, they were $60, and then they saw Microsoft and PlayStation were doing it, and technically Nintendo is always one console generation behind. Switch 2 came along, they upped it to $70. Yeah. Well, when it came out, Mario Kart was $90, which is insane. And I don't... Worth it. Not worth it. Good game, not worth it. That is $60 at max.
You know, it's crazy when Sonic Cross Worlds did better than Mario Kart for once.
Mm-hmm. Not too terrible.
Yeah.
But then I can excuse a lot of Nintendo things. It's because I do like Nintendo. One thing I cannot excuse, them suing Power. Yeah. That is completely That's irredeemable.
Trying to coin the monster catcher thing.
There was a judge that's been looking at the patents for the Power World thing, and this is it's probably old news now, but I don't know what the problem is there still. But the judge is looking over the patents that got approved and denying them now.
Mm-hmm.
So Power World may recover from it, which I gotta say, I'm not much of a Pokemon game guy. Last one I ever
Hey, bro, check out Digimon. You feel me? Check out Digimon. Bro.
Time Stranger is actually really freaking good.
The last Pokemon game I ever played was when Diamond and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Gen 4,
I
yeah.
had Diamond. My brother had Pearl.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome.
You should try and play Platinum. Platinum takes all that. Basically, Diamond and Pearl had a lot of problems. Platinum fixes pretty much everything. But even then, Diamond and Pearl are still good on their own.
Yeah, and it was like when they first came out too. So those were the good old days.
As long as you chose Infernape because that's the best starter.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you didn't.
My first, I had to start new game because my first one was the grass one.
Torterra!
I kept losing.
Most disappointing.
How did you lose with him?
I
He's like,
don't know why. I don't remember. It's been years. I don't know. So
well, then again, grass isn't that good of a type. Honestly, hot take.
Yeah, it's very hard. So I love this design.
You probably were one of those gamers. Did you always just do like the moves that did damage?
That was me.
Yeah, that's when you're young. That's a lot of mistake that a lot of people use, where it's just like they only do like attack like moves that only do damage.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't do damage, it's worthless. It's garbage. But nowadays, I nuzlocke for fun these days, and I'm like, yeah, you kind of need like the stat buffing moves.
Yeah.
Because they have more significant impact on everything.
Yeah.
Or you can just get strong enough and bulldoze your way through them.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Takes a little longer, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm. But the
the only other one I played was Emerald.
Emerald, hey.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, Emerald is really good. Hoenn's really good. I personally liked Auras more, but then again, I didn't really grow up with a Ruby or Sapphire Emerald.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And those were the good old days of Pokemon. And I kind of think what's changed from then, because they have been on top. They have been the highest grossing media franchise in the world for a while now, by a landslide. Yeah. You know what number 2 is?
Call of Duty, I'm guessing? Or no, that went down recently.
No, not even close. Final guess?
I don't know.
Hello Kitty. I kid you not. Unless it's changed within the recent years.
Can we just have like an honest conversation? Like, why are they making Hello Kitty have like putting it on sexual appealed clothes now?
They
what?
are?
Yeah, well, because it's like they're more revealing now. They're not like normal. They're not like normal cute kid clothes.
That's a conversation for another.
That's a conversation.
That's like.
Yeah, that's weird, but that's a conversation for a different day.
That's a different day. Well, let's.
But yeah, but basically back. But back to the good old days of Pokemon.
Okay.
Wait. Side note. Didn't Pokemon try to coin the monster catching thing?
Yes, that was what they were suing Power World over.
And I think that is
basically throwing an object and summoning a creature. At first,
how can they coin it if they didn't originate that idea?
They also try originating.
Well, that's why they're
writing a creature.
Well, that's why they failed.
But they didn't originate that either.
That's why
one of the judges.
Well, actually, they weren't even the
they weren't the first one.
They weren't even the 5th.
But they tried to.
Well, yeah, they tried. They were trying to patent it. I mean, you don't have to be the first at something to patent it, which is kind of scummy. But at the same time, you don't. If you just patent it, anyone can patent anything at this point. So and that's kind of how copyright works.
Pikachu, so they got to pay us.
They've already more than well.
Bulbasaur. They didn't trademark Bulbasaur.
Yeah, they have.
But it doesn't appear by his name.
Do you want to fight that fight with Nintendo?
Not really, no.
Then don't suggest it. But then the good old days of Pokemon, you kind of think of like what has changed. Well, they get to the Switch. Gen 7 is my favorite generation and was the last one on the handheld. They had Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which had, the throwing mechanics of, Let's Go, which in my opinion is kind of a side game because it has that mechanic. And aside from trainer battles, you can't battle in the wild anymore except for the legendaries.
Yeah.
So, that's what kind of changed. And then there was Pokemon popping up in the wild, and then they take that technology, they put it towards Sword and Shield, which was good for 3 gyms. And then once you get past the 3rd gym, you're like, this game's honestly kind of boring. It doesn't have much of a story. They have, and this is something that's bothered me forever. Like, do you know the excuse me? Do you know the gimmicks that they had in Pokemon?
Not really.
One of them was called Dynamax, where basically, you hit your watch, and then your Pokemon goes into a giant Pokeball. You throw it, and they turn gigantic, which is awesome on the surface. But at the same time, how it does it doesn't get a lot of explanation, aside from it's because of this thing called Eternatus, the legendary of the region. And then, basically, there was a plot point when you're going towards the 7th gym, I think, where you're like, I'm kind of bored and I'm just kind of running around and collecting my gym badges and learning about this thing called the Darkest Day, which is super vague. I don't know. I'm just continuing my gym challenge. And then you hear a boom, thud, and you're like, what is that? And then one of your companions is like, oh my god, wild Dynamax Pokemon, giant Pokemon, Godzilla level like Pokemon are destroying the town and just going rampant.
And we didn't get a single Megazord.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the closest we have is Duraludon. Yeah.
Megazord.
Mm-hmm. But basically, they have these giant ones going. But do you know what the great part of it is? They don't show it. The game only tells you that that's happening. Mm-hmm. And, like, you come up and you're like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, let me go and fight them. I'll help stop them. They're like, no, the champion has it. You go continue your gym battle. Wait, what? Yeah, all these giant things.
Sounds like the first Doom that came back out is a remastered.
Mm-hmm.
Fired a big gun at Mars, but you don't get to shoot it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's just for one tiny cutscene.
Eternal, you shoot yourself out of the giant BFG.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because I think I just hit that.
Doom Eternal is one of the best shooter games of all time. What are you talking about?
Just getting shot out of a giant gun.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But on the note of grinding of gears, I think he said it earlier before you got here. We were having a little mini discussion, a test run, if you say.
Yeah, and before you get to that, let me finish my thing. Basically, Pokemon, basically the way they're doing it now is they don't have enough. Don't have enough money for a AAA game, for a corporate AAA game, and they don't have enough people, and that's kind of what they need more. And to stop suing everyone that's not at Pokemon, because next they'll try and go for Digimon, that's not going to end up well.
Yeah.
They absolutely have enough money, by the way. It's Pokemon.
Yeah, they have enough money, but they don't have enough common sense. Otherwise, Power World would be, dead and gone by now. Yeah. But anyway, hey, back to what you were saying.
I forgot. No, I'm kidding.
Grinding of gears.
Oh, I know, because that's what we're talking. That's the topic of the day, man. We were talking about it earlier, and it was just about something that I just thought of on the process of our little test run is like people, like how he said earlier before you got here, that people are, what's the word? People are not open to trying new games, so their first assumption of a game is to be like, I have no games to play. I made up the point that it's not that they don't have games to play, it's just the games they like to play don't exist anymore. Or they've oversaturated themselves in that genres for so long that it's like
kind of like how the Assassin's Creed effect is.
Yeah, because like in my opinion, just me, the last good Assassin's Creed game isn't even an Assassin's Creed game, and that's Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Because Assassin's Creed 3, the premise of it is wonderfully amazing. You get to play as a Native American and get to experience whatever that time period was.
Yeah.
And you get to fight next to George Washington just to find out he's also...
American Revolutionary War.
Exactly. He knows the word. I forgot.
You gotta know your history.
Hey, the Templars got to me. What can I say? But Black Flag is arguably, in my opinion, the greatest Assassin's Creed of all time, and it's not even an Assassin's Creed video game.
It is, because the Assassin's Creed game and mechanics are there.
You spend most of your time in a pirate ship with guns shooting people and stabbing them.
The problem with,
that's not Assassin's Creed at all.
I mean, they still have the main point of it. That's actually only a quarter of it, because I remember I played the heck out of that game.
Oh.
The sea shanties?
Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
peak entertainment.
The problem with oversaturation, especially for Assassin's Creed, Black Flag it was their greatest and what also became their downfall.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of the end, bro.
That was their peak.
Wanted more shanties, but people need to understand that was during the pirate era.
Yeah.
And
then we got Skull and Bones, and that took how long to come out?
Let's not discuss.
Oh, the quadruple A game, don't you know?
Dude, that game got delayed like so many times. That thing was delayed more than Cyberpunk was.
They gave up.
They wasted so much money. I really wish I had that much money, like 500 million and like $1 billion just to pour into something, just for it to be wasted.
You mean like Concord?
That's a low blow.
Thanks, PlayStation, for Concord.
I mean, the gameplay of that, from the looks of it, it actually looked like decent gameplay, just nothing new we hadn't seen before. And also the characters were all kind of unappealing.
Super dull.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was an article, I think, I want to say Ackman said it, but it was like, they were like,
Shout out to Ackman.
There's no white characters in the game, blatantly ignoring the white character that's on the cover of the game.
Oh, you're talking about his beef with Andy Pants?
Yeah, it was just like...
Yeah, because basically the whole thing about that, the characters themselves, they're just their designs, all of them were just kind of either generic, underwhelming, or just kind of flat out ugly.
Uninteresting.
Uninteresting. There was like nothing, and they poured so much money into that game too. They poured in so much money because
like 400 no.
I think they were thinking it was going to be like the next Overwatch because they had a little mini series wrapped up. They had so much merchandise. They had the game. I think they even had a show that was going to be in the works.
That's so sad.
Yeah, only for it to fail within 11 days.
It's blacklisted too.
Yep. You can't play.
Bro, if you play Conquer, you'd be better off playing Anthem on a PS4.
I mean, at least the thing that I like about that is at least
Anthem is now shut down.
I still have it on my thing, actually. I can re-download it. Thank God. It's kind of fun to be Iron Man for like 2 minutes and then be like, yeah, I'm bored now.
But that also gets back to basically a good gameplay with lackluster practices.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We said it in the last episode, but there's a lot of games that have great gameplay, but lackluster everything the fuck else.
Like one of mine that I was thinking. I actually forgot what was yours. You were thinking.
I was just gonna say Spider-Man 2. Great
Spider-Man
gameplay,
2.
but story was terrible.
Gameplay, but also my problem with Spider-Man 2 is, I don't know, I can just almost feel it. It's kind of like with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It feels like the world itself is not put together. Like, hey, and what I mean by that is, as I'm swinging, as I'm playing, I'm like, for some reason it feels like this world is about to break. Like, it feels like the gameplay itself, it's going to break at some point.
Well, never played either, so I couldn't tell you.
My favorite...
What was the last game you played that you didn't really like that much? Like, what about the game you didn't like?
Oh, let's see. Like, I regret ever buying it?
No, you played it, but you expected more. Or it either, like, made you mad because you were, like, underwhelmed. So, like, for example... Grand Theft Auto. Why does that still exist? I have no idea.
Oh, that's because people want chaos.
Grand Theft Auto 6, they ain't never coming out. They said November, it's not coming out.
If it gets delayed again, bro.
I'm not getting it because...
It's going to be the next Cyberpunk.
No.
I only say that because he says Cyberpunk was his top favorite game.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
But, like, let me give you an example. Like, Spider-Man 2... Like, the reason it's so disappointing is because the story was lackluster, and technically it was getting a little...
Try a different game. We've used Spider-Man 2 a lot as examples.
But hang on, let me finish my point here. Basically, one thing that I was thinking about a lot was I was swinging through the city, and then you can have mobs, different factions that fight each other, and one of them is the symbiotes. And the thing is, they didn't program people running away. So there are people, like, there'll be an old lady just sitting on a bench while there's a giant chaos of people fighting. And I just imagine her just sitting there just like, yes, just a wonderful day in New York. Birds are chirping, and how the sky's so blue, the water's clean, Spider-Man's fighting a bunch of demon monstrosities. Just another Tuesday in good old New York.
It makes me glad that superheroes aren't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Superpowers.
There.
If they were, coastal cities, fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, we'd be fine because what the superheroes gonna come from Missouri?
And
Exactly.
and then another game that I don't regret buying, but I do think was a very big disappointment, and it's kind of getting back to it. Pokemon Legends EA. That game has gotten so much unnecessary hate.
Not unnecessary.
You
He's
you
just a Pokemon fan.
now you were even saying like you saw so much hate. You were like, guys, ease off of it a little bit. You told me that specifically.
I did, but I stand by it. It deserved it, rightfully so. It also didn't deserve it at the same time. You can devil's advocate, I guess.
The one game that I can remember, but I felt underwhelmed. I think it was Gears 5.
Valid. That is so valid because
I never played any of them actually.
I'm gonna be honest. Gameplay wise, fun. I had no problems with it.
I really
wish-
like the Halo Reach collab. That's the only reason why I wanted to get it.
I wish they did 4 players instead of 3. Which
Is that like story wise or multiplayer wise?
story wise, it was like 3. It was like,
Oh. That's a downgrade because
Look-
Gears of War 4 was 4.
Yeah.
4 was 4. Sorry.
Well, in my opinion, the third person had to be a robot. Had the robot.
There was a robot?
You know, Jax. You know, the little flying robot that opened all the doors.
Oh, okay.
You were basically that. And you get like a taser,
So
if I remember correctly.
you
Which also, Gears 5 had DLC.
Did you get it?
No. I didn't. The thing was, by the time it was a thing, I didn't realize it had DLC and I had no one to play with. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, so like I tried.
Yeah, give it a skip.
I played Gears 4, and I think that was the first time. Was it 4 or 5 where they first introduced Marcus Phoenix's kid? Was it 4?
I think it was 4, yes.
Okay, because I was like, I played it, but the gameplay just felt so dramatically different from 3. But I was like, it wasn't bad dramatic. It was just like, whoa, wait a minute, I wasn't ready for all that. Like
Yeah.
it hit me like a brick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then. Like, the multiplayer is the same old. Everyone going over there with Nashers going like, bow, got your head, bow, got you. And it's like,
Yeah.
I just got the game. I don't know what's happening. I need assistance. Where's an adult? I'm 12.
Yeah.
But it was like, the story of 5 was cheeks. I'm so sorry. If anyone who likes Gears of War 5, you can like it. That game was cheeks. Because, like, you don't know what's happening. Because I don't remember if I'm getting it confused with 4 or 5. But when to find out that one, like, dark-skinned girl is related to the queen is what is happening right now. Because I was
that
like,
was kind of hinted at the end of 4.
yeah, see, but I didn't finish 4.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that's
That's absolutely a me problem, but I'm sitting there just like, so you can control these guys then, right? Question mark? No, maybe. Like, then why are we fighting them? Like, fix this. You have the
You know how they can fix it?
killer.
Remaster?
How about we don't? Because Gears of War Reloaded remaster was garbage. Granted, it introduced crossplay to Gears of War. I was a little sad about it because I thought it was going to be 1, 2, and 3, and it was just 1.
Speaking of another thing that's grinding our gears, how we feel about remakes and remasters?
It depends on how old the game is, how long it's been since anyone played it,
I
and
agree.
and how well they execute. For instance, the next Halo one that's coming out, I don't mind because let's be honest, the controls are going to change at some point.
Oh yeah, everyone is
Have
mad.
to, though.
People are going crazy about specifically the sprint.
I saw that and I thought that was so kind of dumb. But then again, I didn't play the original. But then again, if it's a remake, not a remaster, then they should fundamentally change it to be more modern. So that part I don't mind if it's going to be good. Now, the thing is, I'm holding off my criticisms to that because I'm optimistic about it.
Yeah, and if we want to, let's be honest, if we want to get a Halo 3 remaster remake, this has got to come first.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to skip Halo 2 because they already did a Halo 2. They're going to move on.
See, but the real question is, why didn't they just go with Halo 3 to begin with? Because we already have a Halo 1 remaster and a Halo 2 remaster. Halo 3's remaster got skipped on its birthday.
Yeah.
So
That was my first ever.
So basically, that's something we've talked about too. Is like I don't think on here, but we've talked about just like we talked about different games. Like one of them, I'm like Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto does not need to be pushed as much as it has recently.
I just personally don't care. I don't plan on buying it because I know it's either going to be too expensive.
It's going to be too expensive. The gigabytes are going to be crazy. And if they have to make you put your ID to play the game in, I'm not doing that.
Nope, not doing it.
Because my brother, even if you guys haven't known, my brother works in insurance. He used to work in cybersecurity insurance and all that. I don't ask questions on his clients, but from one of the main things he doesn't want anything to do with since he got into that was giving out his information. And
oh yeah,
let's
because
be honest,
they can take your information and sell it to anyone.
yeah, anyone can hack anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, and they got ways for people like me and him to hack you. So
And also, there was this thing that I heard about where they would charge you per hour of playing the game.
I heard that. Like, if you don't want to pay the $100 for the base price, that's cool. You can just pay an hour to play. It's like that's stupid.
yeah.
It's a middle finger.
All I'm saying is if that game flops, I'm laughing at anyone who buys it because you're buying it just for the hype.
Just like how I laugh at anyone who plays Last of Us remakes.
I never played Last of Us.
The thing is, if you haven't
played it, you should try it, but understand the amount of sizzling hatred behind every remake. Like you're getting punched in the face.
The thing is, I think
I don't want to play the second one because I know
the second one.
I watched the first one because I didn't have PlayStation. That was mainly a PlayStation game, and I didn't want to spend money to buy a PlayStation.
As you should. Do what
to
you gotta
play
do.
the game. So I watched it, and my brother also watched it because he comes to a point where he watches it if he's not going to buy it. Which
Fair. Yeah.
And the story phenomenal. You will get no problems from me of saying that is a great story. The second one, the moment, spoilers for anyone who hasn't actually played the damn game.
Spoilers. Everyone knows a spoiler at this point, but
the character guy dies in the second one, and I'm like,
but you gotta understand that's a justified crash out.
If I was playing that, I'd be like, done.
The thing is, I played and I beat. I do think it's misunderstood, but at the same time, I do think it's very sloppily executed. Because
don't watch the show though. The show's
even worse. The show is even worse.
I hear its first season was pretty good.
Because it was actually pretty faithful, but they changed quite a bit in the second one. Because in the second game, when Joel dies, Ellie is mad. She is beyond furious. And you can feel that in the game. She is beyond furious. She's losing herself to her anger. And this one, they get to the theater, she's just kind of like, just like a little child. It's like, do you forget you're on this dangerous mission with like everything trying to kill you? How about get a little serious about this?
Sounds like the problem with The Witcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't they change actors? Isn't Henry Cavill no longer The Witcher?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because he kind of got tired of their shit. And as far as, and people say he had a toxic gamer mentality, or
he wanted
it to be faithful to the games,
be faithful to the writing of the books and the game. Well, Witcher 1 through 3 in the games takes place after the books. So the games don't really matter to how, because the show is based on the books.
Yeah.
Technically,
okay.
Witcher 1, 2, and 3 video games takes place after the books.
I only played a little bit of 3. I wasn't a big fan of the gameplay or the story, so I just kind of
3. I played that several times.
How have you managed to get this far?
I
started Red Dead Redemption for 10 minutes, and I was like, I saw how long it would take me, and I'm like, nope.
I
never finished Red Dead 2. Good game.
No, that game's so crazy. Bro.
I'm just not big on like I have to eat food.
I do think another kind of hot take. I think the game did delve a little too much into realism because while being a very good game, hyper realistic, which is really cool on a technical level, on a gameplay level, it doesn't add anything but just a few annoyances.
Yeah, like for people that like the survivor game type stuff, like building houses, make sure you have food, eat your food so you're healthy.
Or even like Last of Us, make sure you have enough resources, or even Resident Evil resource management.
Yeah, and I understand that. It's just I'm playing a video game to escape.
You know what's crazy? That's exactly what Wick said. That's exactly what he said.
Too realistic. And the thing is, I get it. The thing is, I think it is still a great game, one of the greatest ever made. But at the same time, I can see the realism would kind of throw you off because sometimes it leans a little too much into it.
So does that mean you'd rather take Red Dead Redemption 1 over Red Dead Redemption 2? Because in 1, you don't have to do all that. 1, you just take your gun and go, Brah!
I do.
I mean,
not really, because mainly because 2. Hey, hang on, you go first.
I probably would, but I still would play 2 because, one, I want to finish it, and it's a really good game. But
I've never finished either one.
The story in 1... The story in 1 really wasn't anything fantastic. It was just very good. It was a very faithful telling of the Old West. It just... Red Dead Redemption 2, you get... what's his name?
Arthur.
No, John Michael. Isn't that the dude from the first one?
John is right. I don't think Michael's his last name, though. I think it's Carter. It's Michael or Carter. John Michael Carter. Let's call him that.
Yeah. But basically, the guy from the first game, he's fine. He just doesn't bring anything to the table. But then
John Morrison. That's his last name.
What is it?
Yeah.
No. The second one, main character, Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, that one.
John Marston's the...
Marston, that's
Marston. Oh, so I mixed their last name. No, I mixed their last name. I didn't even say what you just said.
Marston instead of Marston.
But basically, he was very bland in the first one. Nothing really special about him. And Red Dead 2, Arthur Morgan just steals the frickin' show.
Yeah.
You can play as both of them, though.
Towards the...
No,
towards the end.
You can't... Spoilers, you only play as him after Arthur dies. You don't have the ability to swap between them. You play as him once Arthur dies.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feel like you can, makes it sound like, you can switch between them. No, it's not that you can, it's that after the end of the game, you have no choice. You play as John throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Another game that kind of disappointed me was Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Is it because of that realistic feature where you could, like, if you fall too high of something, your leg's broken and you're wobbling the whole time, and you can get one tapped immediately?
Wobbly woo.
No, it was like the gear system. Like the level of gear, like...
Am I thinking of the right one? The one, because, like, there's a Terminator and a Predator in one of them.
Yeah, it's a set. The Predator one's in the first one. The second one, they try to do, like, Destiny type shit or like... what was it? Fucking Division, where your gear levels you up and shit.
I got a buddy who really likes Division, and I'm so sad about it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with Division. I just don't like the system.
Arc Raiders did it better.
I never played Arc Raiders.
But basically, there's just been a lot recently, and I think what game companies need to do is... I think it's also good graphics is kind of be my final point. The thing that's really irritating me is good graphics are kind of killing games. And hot take, ray tracing is not that impressive. And I will die.
Know what ray tracing does, dude.
Ray tracing does? What it does is it takes any reflection, any light source and any reflection, and it reflects it back to you in real time.
Is that why my stuff sounds like it's about to explode half the time?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And basically the first thing you should do is turn off motion blur and ray tracing. Then your stuff will run right and your computer will not almost die.
Yeah, I just take performance because I'm like, I want my stuff to flow. Like if I'm playing my game and it starts going...
Because the thing is, that's why another reason gaming prices are going up and up and up is because basically they are more in love with the video part more than the game part. And part of it can be, I will admit, has to be with story games, which I love story games when they're done right, but at the same time, like Red Dead Redemption 2, to get that level of fidelity that they got, the crunch time for that game was freaking insane. It was breaking news articles where people are working like 80-hour work weeks.
I'm sorry.
Like mandatory. Like that is insane. I don't remember if it started a strike, but I thought I heard something about it. I could be wrong about that. But all I know is that they were like having insane amount of crunch time just to get that game finished, get that game out.
Yeah.
And now the fidelity of games is getting higher and higher. But at the same time, everything, especially because, Microsoft and NVIDIA, with the AI and all the thing of every computer going up and up and up, and the cost of just making every game look prettier and prettier going up and up and up.
Yeah.
It's just increasing the prices just in general across the board.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's really cool that we got horse, testes in Red Dead Redemption 2. We didn't need that. It's really cool that we got the realism of horses that poop, at any point in time. It's really cool we got that.
I got a story.
Do we
for
need
you.
that?
No, the craziest thing, I was playing Red Dead 2 online with somebody, right? And I was like, I was going around doing a little bounty hunting thing. I'm just like, wee, I want to shoot somebody. There's a gator. Get the list. And then I saw the horse poop, and I was like, they put that in the game?
Yes. And also
You can
the
step in it, and it leaves tracks. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you can shoot it.
You want to
particles fly out.
You want to know a funny thing about the horse testes? In the cold,
No.
they shrink.
Yeah, I'm glad I never paid that much attention to it though.
No, that was like so many breaking news articles that were coming out like, this is how insanely detailed this game is going to be. And it delivered on that, but then look at the unhealthy practices it brought about. Look how much time they poured into it. Sure, it worked out for Grand Theft Auto, but now across the board, kind of like a little bit with Fortnite's side tangent about live service games.
Get me started on
But just like now that everything is pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into it, every game is now becoming one giant gamble for the shareholders, and most of the time they are not landing.
Most of the time, shareholders never actually played a video game in their life.
Yep, the higher ups that just see the stats but don't see the experience.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of the unfortunate reality of it.
That's only going to change within time. It's not going to change, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. And we just need to prioritize this thing that I know gamers hate. And it's something we need to prioritize. It's the F word. It's a naughty word, I know. It's fun. Oh boy, I said it. We need...
Fun.
You see the cringe reaction to it, but that's true. Games need to be fun rather than looking absolutely realistic.
I think it's actually gamers need to learn how to like you said, have fun. But like,
Gamers need to learn to have fun.
Companies need to learn how to be creative again.
Game makers need to learn how to be creative. We kind of saw that with stuff like Silk Song, with Expedition 33, with Donkey Kong Bonanza. We saw a lot of cool, creative, good-looking games.
I love how when people mention, the people from Expedition 33 mentioned that they used AI, it's just like, oh, it's a garbage game now. I'm like,
Oh yeah, the disgenuine comments.
yeah, it's just like, to get back on today, I think if it's used correctly and still allows people to be creative.
Well, even then, they used it as a placeholder for something, and then they went in and replaced it. Sure, after the game released, but at the same time, they made the effort to replace it. They even admitted, we used AI, we didn't like it, therefore we did. But even then, using AI, like I said, I don't think is that bad.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't overshadow the creativity.
Yeah, I'd say just use it, kind of like how for like college people that use ChatGPT. In my opinion, it should be used to help understand a few things.
Yeah,
It's
a little better than Google.
Yeah,
Because Google's also AI.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think you can turn that off either.
Yeah, so just using AI, whether it's like AI art or
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going away.
use it since it's not going away, use it as a way to help you understand certain things, whether it's college stuff.
Use it to let it under.
A picture, and then once you understand where you want it to go, use your own.
Yeah, like if you're gonna draw something, don't just have AI, bring up a picture of whatever you want, and how about let it teach you how to draw, and then you draw it yourself. And sure, maybe even take inspiration from it, but that's what you should do. You should let you should let it be a tool for your inspiration, for your creativity.
Yeah, like the best example that I can think of is, you know how character customization for certain games, technically it's generated for you. You just
Oh yeah, I remember Call of Duty did that, and they got a lot of flack for it. They used AI for their promotional material, and they used AI to create skins.
Or like how Halo allows you to customize your Spartan armor, or if you want to go back to Army of Two, where the last one, which I gotta say, the story.
Devil's Cartel?
Yeah, the story disappointed me a little bit, but the way you could customize your own mask for your guy,
It was kind of hard.
like I said, generated, but
That story was so bad.
the like I said, story bad, but it allowed you to customize your own guy with their own outfits, and you could specifically create your own mask.
You know something crazy? That's why people like Xenoverse too. Story is terrible.
Oh yeah, stories.
Gameplay is terrible.
But the whole point is to create
Highest
your
selling
own
Dragon Ball
guy.
Z game of all time. Terrible. But
Don't-
you can make your own character.
Don't get me started.
I love the game how it allows me to customize my own character.
Don't get me started.
But there better not be a number 3 because there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but there's one coming.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that has been gaming things that have really grinded our gears lately. What games have grinded your gears? Or game politics, game designs, games, just anything gaming that's grinding your gears lately. Leave them in the comments. This has been the Save Session. Be sure to save this session, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
You guys.